when were you introduced to the arts of the tarot card and studying the stars and the zodiac sign? And what relativity does that have in your journey?
So when I was 18, I got into just knowing my zodiac sign, which is an Aries. I'm an Aries sun sign. We're a lot more than our sun sign. It's deeper into that. But at that time, I was just trying to figure out. I found out I was an Aries, and I just wanted to look up what are Aries qualities. What do Aries do? Whatever. I looked it up, and it was like somebody was watching my life, and I was like, okay, hold on. So there's a guide here. Like I feel like astrology is a guide. It's not going to give you all the answers you need. It's not going to pinpoint everything, but it's a guide. And it's a different type of guide that, back in the day, it was misused. Everybody misuses things, but so when I found out about that, I was like, okay, so I'm this and I'm that. When you read that, you also find out that, the qualities about yourself that you could be better. And I saw that too. And I'm like, okay, so all of this is very accurate. So it wasn't until like maybe I was 22, maybe 21, where I started realizing that I was in like a pattern in my life where I was kind of repeating the same things over and over again. And I had a friend at the time who was into tarot. She watched YouTube all the time, and she was like, "Hey, you should get into this. You love zodiac. Like this is kind of like that." So at first, when I started watching it, I did not think at all that I was going to be a tarot card reader. This wasn't anything think that I was just interested. I was like, wow, like this really says a lot and it's honest. And it's like I felt in my soul that it was what I'm supposed to be doing and watching it. And again, when you watch tarot, you have to be very aware and not just believe everything. You have to be very you know, precise about the information you take in. Yeah. And I found out that through the readings that I was watching, it was like I felt like the universe was guiding me through this person who was reading my tarot cards on as to basically laying out the situation and saying what is happening, what could happen, what are the possibilities. It was just like for me, it felt like somebody putting it out there on the table. It just it made me understand my situation a lot better, and it made me get it a lot better, and it made me feel like I have more control of what's going on. It also made me feel more confident in myself because a lot of things that they would say would be like, "Oh yeah, okay, I was doing that. Okay, so I am doing this right. Okay, good, good, good." Because the mind and the ego like to kind of confuse things sometimes and try to help. I mean, try to um, cause you to overthink. Yeah, so that's when I, started. I really just felt like it was helping me. It helped me, and I was like, and then I got to a point where I was watching it all the time, and then I got into meditation. When I got into meditation, that's when my soul was like, "You should pick up a deck of cards," and I was like, "What?" And if it wasn't for meditation, if it wasn't for me being able to open up my consciousness in that way, I would have never picked up a deck because I was like, "Me reading tarot? Like what?" Like it was but I did it and I will never, ever, ever go back. And since I picked up my first tarot deck, I promised myself that I was going to work on myself every day and become the best version of myself every day. And so I can guide and help others do the same. Like, and that's how it's been, since I picked up. And that's why I just feel like it's just a good motivational thing for me at least. And it helps me. So I want to help others too.